Okay, I'm going to share the full screen so you can see me mark this up. So here's something he did really well. First of all, even though he's met him before, he introduces himself again. Do not assume that people know just saved your number. And then even if they did save your number, who in the heck is calling? Right? If you just send a message, hey, would you like to meet? They're like, who is this? How'd you get my number? What do you want? So he reintroduces himself, even though he's met this person face to face. I actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put that in green, money green. All right. Now let's put it in yellow because this isn't as strong, but I like the small increment of time. It's a small ask, but here's the problem. And I actually do like this call to action. This call to action is good, but it skips a step. It skips a step, and that's why. So let's go down here. Oh, that's a hell of a brush size. Here. This is a really strong definition. This is an excellent explanation. It's simple, it's clear, it's concise, and it's compelling. Um, this tells you what it is very well, but it still doesn't answer why. Why should we meet for 7 minutes? Why is this important to me? So this is the question we need to ask. Oh, this is kind of tough to write with this thing. There we go. All right, I'm all in the camera. I know I love this stuff because this is where businesses are made. You get this messaging right one-on-one, and then you can scale it. I don't want you to scale bad practices. I don't want you to scale messaging that doesn't work. So he says, I currently don't have any free time. What most people say when they say that, this is not a priority. People make time for what's a priority. When they really need and or want the product or service, you don't have to chase them down. And you know I'm right because think about the last thing you ordered online. You're waiting for the delivery and you're like, man, it was supposed to be here at 12 o'clock. It is 12:01. Where is it? That's priority. Now, Colin did a great job. We're not in the convincing business. We're not in the convincing business. He didn't try and convince him, persuade him, overcome objections. He said, hey, is there someone who I should be talking to? It's not you. Now, this is a result. This responsive result is a clear uh, explanation. So we hired a full-time material runner. I don't know why it keeps doing a little extra line right there. There we go. He, I assume this is a he, Mr. Kilpatrick here, Kirkpatrick, excuse me, Sean. He said we hired a full-time material runner. He doesn't think we need this. Now we got to give it up to Colin. This is a fantastic response. He says, congratulations. He doesn't say, oh, well, he sucks. Oh, that was a bad decision. Oh, you're wasting your time. He said, no, congratulations. And then he offers a next step. I thought this was pretty good as well. He understands the business. He reiterates what they do. He said, just give us a call. Top tier. So those are things highlighted in green. What are good? The square box is a good definition and explanation. That's clear. This part in the yellow here as what he wants from him. The call to action is good, but it skips a step. Why is this important? So I give him this feedback, and then here's what he did with it. Here we go. He wrote this message. So now let's break this message down. Now this is a different person, but he's applying what he learned. That's really the key. So he says, I understand that you're busy, So we're preempting the first thing that the last guy said was, hey, I don't have any free time. Then he answers the question, what's in it for me? I can save you 10 plus hours a week on your bottom line. Now, I would have put a space here. This gets tough to read. It's like reading a book. I would hit not a space, an enter, a line break. Once again, strong introduction. Um, his name really isn't that important. What's important is the second part here. Why is this important to the recipient? I think some of this context is good. Worked in construction field as PM, close to years. All right, some confidence, some intrigue there. That's good. I think that it's going to build some credibility. All right, this guy might know what he's talking about. Let me hear him out. I would put another line break here. Again, these are really simple explanations of what they do in the language of the people it's looking for. I really like, I'm actually going to put this in yellow here, really for contrast, because he tells them about the service and then, hey, here's the name for it. Again, the name is really secondary. If I don't know it can help me, then I don't really care what it's called. If you're interested in learning more about us, please click the link below and we can schedule a 15-minute consultation. Blue Gopher on the way. Okay, so I don't love this line as much. It I think it's going to be catchy after people hear it for a little bit after I talk to them, but we don't have the same brand recognition of Coca-Cola or McDonald's, right? I'm loving it. I don't even remember what the old slogans were. So I'm always careful that our messaging focuses more on being clear than on being clever. I'm not saying to get rid of it. I don't know if it's a great idea here. Let me back up. If you're interested in learning more, oh, I like this. A very simple next step. Okay, I read this email. I'm interested. What do I do next? And we schedule an appointment. Fantastic. Fantastic. So just adding the page breaks, I think is going to be key to make this easier to read. Think of like when getting text messages. If I send you 4 little texts, you're like, all right, it's a lot of text, but they're short. If I just send you one long text, you're like, I'll read it later. I really like this very first line. I want to help you save 10 hours a week. And then this second green section, how are we going to save you 10 hours a week? And then a call to action. If you want to learn more, click here. I like it. You're on the right path. Keep going.